Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus again. Look, I'm constantly being troubled. I have the spirit that just won't leave me alone. It had me up 5 o'clock this morning preparing a post for you. And then again, and here I am even now. I see something that says that we have, over these generations, become so dependent on other people leading us, guiding us, really actually telling us what to do. I remember when Barack Obama was running for president of the United States, a lot of black people, well, across the nation didn't really know Barack Obama, and to them, he was just another black man. Yes, they were saying some good things about him, but he's black, so what kind of a chance does he stand as far as becoming president of the United States? And then all of a sudden, he started getting some momentum. And he made this presentation, made this speech, and that was really good. He's a nice speaker. He can talk real good and cool and make black people feel comfortable that he won't embarrass them on that front. And then he got in this mix in Iowa, someplace. The people started showing him some support, and the advertisement and the propaganda was being pushed that showed him in a good light. And all of a sudden, black people just fell in love with Barack Obama. But they needed somebody to affirm that he was okay. You know, some marriages are like that. There's a distinction between the two individuals that are supposed to now represent one. And it seems as if each is looking for someone to affirm that their observation is, their perspective is more to the point. Looking for somebody to confirm that they are okay and somebody else is not. You know, it's amazing how those things work, ladies and gentlemen. But be that as it may, it is what it is. And so here we find ourselves right here in the midst of this judgment, depending upon those who have put us in bondage and allowed us to be ignorant of the truth of ourselves, which made it possible for us to stay in bondage. And now, having been exposed all of that ugliness that we have known within our own spirit, that we have known in our heart, through this, I hate to say it, George Floyd murder. And even now, look, ladies and gentlemen, people of color, you got white people in the streets standing with you. They support you. They are with you. But white people cannot take you over the hump. They can only be with you, aid you, support you, but they cannot take you over the hump. That will not be permitted. You see, in order to go over the hump, you must claim liberation. See, no one can set you free. You are free only when you're walking in the spirit of either love or hate. If you walk in the spirit of love, you know what it's all about. You've heard me say it 1,000 times, plus you already know in your own heart what love is all about. When you walk in that spirit, yes, you're going to be trying to take advantage of. That's what happened with the natives. They were taken advantage of. That's what happened with everybody that's been persecuted. They've been taken advantage of. But why were they taken advantage of? Because they did not know the truth. They did not know the truth. Whatever state you were in, at whatever period in time, you were bound by what you were bound by because you did not know the truth. And it is the truth that will set you free. The truth is that you are an instrument of the almighty power that you cannot see. Can't no man claim you. Your mother and father can go a little bit, but even they don't know. You are the creation of the power that no one can see. You were put here for a purpose, and that purpose has to do with love. Has to do with love. When it is in operation, it walks, my friends, according to the dictates of natural. That which is just natural, love. Everything grows natural. Beauty is natural when it is of love. But there's another which is we call choice. You don't have to walk according to that. You can walk contrary. You can walk any way you wanna. If that's your choice. Any way you wanna. There's a song that goes, any way you wanna. You can walk any way you wanna. That's your choice. But what you get from love can come only from love. And no one can talk to you about love without knowing love. And knowing love means nothing if you're not showing love. And so, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying to you, people of color, you got to stand up. And if there is a God, you must glorify that God. Why? And how? By becoming an instrument of that God. Believing in that God, putting your faith in that God, putting your trust in that God, that God is your power, that God is your refuge, that God is your source. And you don't have anything to worry. You stand right where you stand. You sit right where you sit by the power of that God that you can't see. And you think that God has left you? That God has promised you eternal life. All you have to do is let that be your choice. All other choices have been exposed through the death of George Floyd. And now it is your time to speak based upon everything you know. Everything you know, it has been exposed to you. Now it is your choice. Speak. Are you going to stay with the status quo? Or are you going to turn back to God? Turn back to God and we will create heaven on earth. And we don't have to put anybody in prison.